Hello and welcome to Kieba Cook Pilates. In today's class we're using a stability ball. Make your way onto all fours and extend the left arm forward using your ball, and exhale to bring the arm back in. Your knees are under the hips, hands under the shoulders. The back toes can stay untucked. And now option to extend the right leg behind you as you reach the left arm forward. So you're reaching opposite arm and leg, working in opposition while engaging the core and squaring off the hips. And now hold your extension. You're going to add a pulse for 8. So you lift the right leg toward the sky and you press your left hand into the ball. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, slow and controlled, 2, static hold. Find your highest point with your leg extension while equally pressing into the ball. Exhale, bring the right knee back underneath the hip, and now we'll find a child's pose. So you bring the left arm across your midline. You bring the toes to touch, the knees can go as wide as your mat. Take 3 deep rounds of breath. Breathing into the back side body. And now make your way back to center. This time we'll take the ball underneath the right hand. Find your all fours position. Inhale to reach the right arm forward, and exhale, draw the ball back in toward your center. Maybe you're gently nodding your chin toward your chest, so you're in one long line from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. Option to add your opposite arm and leg reach. So as the right arm reaches forward, left leg reaches directly behind you. So what you're thinking of is making a seatbelt connection from your right shoulder to your left hip bone. And now hold your extension. Let's add a pulse for 8. So as you lift the leg, you press the hand into your ball. You feel the base of the glute squeezing at the top and then barely releasing. Static hold. 3, 2, and exhale. Bring the left knee back in, right arm back to center. Now you're going for your child's pose stretch on the opposite side, so big toes touch, knees as wide as the mat. You can take the right hand underneath the body and just take 3 deep rounds of breath. Maybe you're reaching the left arm forward, you can tent the fingertips and just enjoy a side body stretch. Feeling your spine lengthen. And now on your exhale, we're going to make our way onto our side. So here you're on your right side, you're pressing out of your side body. You can take the ball behind your left knee. Bring your knees in line with your hips, knees in line with the ankles. So your shins are framing the edge of your mat. You inhale to lift the top leg, exhale to bring the knee to knee back to touch. So inhale, open, and exhale, close. The trick here is to really press out of your side so you're not collapsing the ribs toward the mat. And imagine you're between 2 panes of glass. Hold the top leg. Let's add a pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now circle the leg forward, up and around. So imagine your knee is like a pencil and you're making a little circle on a piece of paper. Your feet can be flexed, but toes relaxed. Your shoulders in line with the hips. And now reverse the circle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now you're going to send the knee directly behind you. Imagine you're kicking a coffee table behind you. Now the bottom knee is going to want to come up, so you're resisting any knee lift as you press the top leg directly behind you. So this is activating your hamstring. You're drawing the top heel closer to your seat, so you're really squeezing your ball. Check back in with your side body. Notice if the shoulders are slightly rounding forward. You want to keep an even line from the crown of the head to the shoulders and the hips. And now exhale, we'll get rid of the ball. You can shake it out. Now we're going to make our way onto the mat totally flat like you're lying on your side. You can use the ball as a pillow underneath the head. Inhale to extend the top leg out to your side. Imagine you're kicking this time that coffee table to your left. You're really driving with the back heel. Exhale to press. And now what we're engaging is your side glute med, while also working base of the glute. So as the knees come together, the knees can slightly touch, and on your exhale, you're adding that side lateral leg lift. Hold it high and add a pulse up. Now imagine there's a string on the heel and it's lifting you up toward the sky for 8. Now we're going knee to knee and find your extension. Inhale, tap, knee to knee, and exhale, press, kick side and up. You're doing such a great job. Stay with me here. Now you can point the toes, and let's add a little circle up and around. This is where we're getting that little bit of burn. If you're not feeling it already, you should be right about now. Now this time your pencil is leading with the big toe, and you're drawing the little circle on the piece of paper for 4, 3, 2. And now let's reverse the circle for 8. Doesn't matter which way. Now static hold. Maybe you're lifting the leg 1 inch higher, and exhale, bring it down. You can tap it out. And now we'll add a stretch before switching sides. You'll cross the right foot over your left thigh, and the left elbow past the right thigh. Finding a spinal twist, but also feeling a stretch for your side glute. Now we're going to make our way onto the left side. You can take the ball behind the back of the right knee. You press out of your side body. Collarbone is open, head in line with the spine. Inhale to lift the top leg and lower. So the knees and the ankles are framing the edge of your mat. Hips are in line with knees. Knees are in line with ankles. You can keep your head center, or you can bring your gaze toward the fingertips if that feels more comfortable for the neck. You find your exhale at the top, hold it high, and now let's add a pulse up. So it's a baby lift about 1/2 inch, and then about 1/2 inch of release. So you're working within such a small range of motion. Now let's add a circle up, around, and in. You're leading with the knee, the feet stay flexed. Just remembering to breathe. This almost feels like a little massage for the hip socket. It may be a little burn too. Now let's reverse the circle for 8, 7, 6, 5, that's 4, 3, 2. Static hold. And now you're going to take the top leg and you send it directly behind you, find your coffee table and kick. Check in with the bottom knee. It may want to shift a little bit, so you use a lot of core to press the leg back. Now think of your hamstring in this movement, so you're really driving the top heel toward the base of the glute, so you're squeezing the ball. Inhale, press back, and exhale, drive the knee back to center. Shoulders stay relaxed and you're pressing evenly into your forearm. Sometimes my wrist tends to lift slightly, so you're adding that equal weight distribution from your wrist to your elbow. Now we're going to make our way down to the mat. Again, you can use the ball as a pillow. The knees are stacked, feet are flexed. Inhale, lift the top leg. Exhale, extend the leg long. So you find your side kick. The hips and shoulders are square. Finding length through the back of the heel without locking out the knee, but really feeling the stretch through the back of the leg. So what you should be feeling here is the side glute activating as you press the leg into that lateral leg raise. Hold the extension at a little pulse up. 3, 2, and now you're bringing your knee to touch, and exhale, press out. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lengthen. So the trick is to keep a little bit of a wedge from your side body to the mat, so you're not totally collapsing while you're laying on your side. You're actually using your core to lift. So you can even use your fingertips and guide them underneath your side body to make sure that you have a little bit of a wedge or a space between the two. Now point the toes and add a circle up, around, and in. So little baby circles here leading with the big toe. And now reverse your circle for 8. Static hold, maybe you can lift the leg 1 inch higher. Maybe 1 more inch. And exhale, bring the knee back in, tap it out. And now we're going for our stretch. So you're going to cross the left foot over your right thigh and right elbow past the left thigh. Now we're going to make our way onto all fours. You place the ball between the calves. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You tuck the back toes and press back into a downward facing dog. So the ears are in line with your biceps. You feel a stretch through the spine and the back of the legs. Now you're going to rock forward and find your plank. I had to shift my hands forward a little bit to find that adjustment. And exhale, press back into a downward dog. So you're rolling, articulating through the feet and the spine, and almost like a washing machine, or trying to find a fluid motion from plank to down dog. Use your breath to guide the movement. And now exhaling in down dog, maybe you slightly walk your hands closer toward your toes, so you really feel length in this V position. And now from an all fours position, the knees are hovering a couple of inches off your mat. Static hold, and exhale, press back, downward dog. Inhale, roll through, find your plank. Exhale, bend the knees, they hover. Lift the hips up, down dog. So again, you're finding this washing machine circular motion that feels comfortable for you. This is our last movement of class. And now you can find a static position in your downward facing dog. Bring the hands back to meet your feet. Allow the head to hang heavy. Let the arms go. Maybe the hands can grab onto the ankles or the shins, whatever you can reach. Maybe releasing any tension from the jaw. We're going to roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Let's make our way to the top. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the arms. Maybe clasp the hands below the base of the spine. Open the chest. Release the arms, and we are all done with today's class. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.